You guys thought I was joking when I said we're going to do vlogmas. And so yeah, here we are with the second video, second day in a row, which is fine. I know it's only the early beginnings, it might get tougher as we go. But by the thumbnail of this video, you guys see and know what bike I'm talking about today. I'm going to do a quick review. Yes, there will be a super in detailed service on this bike as well. A few warranty claims. I don't think it's warranty, I think it's just parts that they made a little bit better and then they basically doing a recall on that. Just make sure if it applies to your bike as well, and if it's in every country, I'm not sure, but I will show you guys what that is, and I will talk about that as well in this video, and then I will show you the parts when I get them. But first I'm quickly going to wash the bike, make sure it looks nice, and then we're going to do the review on that. Now if you guys are new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on anything else we do. We do these kind of videos, random reviews, we do cycling videos, how-tos, and just a bunch of fun. So let me get into this cup of coffee real quick and then we'll do the video. Enjoy. So we cleaned the bike, it's looking all about 85% clean. We will clean it super good as we start doing the service. This is just basically to show you guys how the bike looks. And I'm kind of happy on this bike. Like I said, it's going to be a quick review on this bike, specs and weight as always. There's a few things different on this bike than what they advertise it with, which is fine. But yeah, let's get into this bike. Alright, so this is a Silverback Stratos CF1. Very nice looking bike, and when you talk about asymmetrical design, I mean, you guys can see what they are talking about with all these things, and I'll get into that just now. I'm quickly going to give you guys a run through and overview of the components that they've got on this bike. Now this bike on the front comes with a Fox Performance 32 float AC boost 100mm travel fork, which is very nice, with your pop lock there on the handlebar, which I like a lot. It's a lot better looking personally for me than the one that sits on top of your handlebar. And then on the wheels, they've got the surface carbon wheels with the straight pull bladed spokes. I hope you guys can see that, which is very nice on surface hubs. Now the different thing that I've seen here is on the rear, they've got a DT Swiss hub on there, which is still cool. It's just, I see the front one surface and the rear DT Swiss, which is fine. I mean, DT Swiss is very good. And then moving on to the next thing, the rear suspension, they've got a Fox Float GPS Performance Elite with a dual piston system in there, extra volume, very nice, very comfy suspension, also with a lockout running through to there with that one, so it's a dual lockout on that. This side you've got the Eastern little lockout lever for the, well, release lever for your dropper post, which I'll get to just now. I'm not the biggest fan of the dropper posts, but a lot of people are. In this case, this guy rides crazy good, and he uses the dropper post quite a lot. So if it's something that you do use, go for it. Then obviously on the frame it's your Silverback asymmetric Stratos frame, UDCF. Flex stays, oversized pivots, and I mean when you talk about oversized, that's just massive, and I like it a lot. It's something different, something else. And then obviously this frame is ready for boost wheels. Moving on, your rear derailleur. We've got a SRAM XO group set on this bike, which is very nice. You guys know the SRAM components. I'm not going to go through this one by one. Like I said, it's just a quick review of the bike, the specs that they've got on here. Obviously your SRAM XO cassette there at the back, the 1050. Now like I said, these things are advertised with a carbon seat post. This one only at the moment has got the dropper post on there, which is still fine. And then the seat is also changed to a Salasan Marco short fit seat, super comfort. And I must say this thing is super nice. Anyway, and then on this bike they've got a set of Schwalbe knobby Nick tires on here. Now I'm not the biggest fan of the Schwalbe tires. I've got a bit of bad experience with these things. But there's a lot of people that do believe in this and they are super happy with this. Now moving on to the carbon on this bike, you can see it's a weaved pattern. A weaved pattern is something like that there, which is very nice. Very nice coloring on this bike. It's got a surface carbon handlebar on here. It's got your Silverback Born to be Fast bar stem on there. A set of Shimano Dior XT brakes. Very nice. When I'm big, I'll have a set of these. I think the XTR is very nice, but the XT just got that something to it, the look of it, the feel of it, and then obviously the maintainability and longevity of these brakes are just a bit longer than the XTR. I know the XTR is a lot lighter, but this is very good value for money. This Fox Stepcast on there is super cool. Like I said, I'm just drooling over this bike. It's a very nice looking bike. You see the XT calipers there. On the wheels itself, you can also see, let me get this side quickly, you can also see the weave pattern on these carbon wheels. Super nice. It doesn't have the loudest free up, you can just hear there. Actually quite well, what we used to with GT Swiss hubs usually, but further very nice. Like I said, when we talk about asymmetrical on this thing, you can see that they've gone all the way. Everything on this thing, carbon, your link there is carbon, the rear stay all the way through, it's carbon cranks, carbon handlebars, carbon wheels. They really went all out on carbon on this bike. Now the story behind this bike is something quite special. I'm going to tell that to you guys just now, but first I'm going to weigh the bike and then I'll tell you the story behind this bike. Well, that's what we've got. 11.55 kilogram dual suspension bike, full carbon. It's not the lightest, but I think that's a very good weight for full carbon dual suspension bike. Very good looking bike. So yeah, now I'm going to tell you guys the story about this bike and then we'll do some motivation afterwards. Enjoy. No, I'm not a coffeeholic, I just enjoy my coffee so much. Anyway, to get to the bike, what Silverback did a while ago, they got test pilots for the bikes. So what you can do is you can buy the bike at a very discounted price, which was very nice. And then you could test the bike, be one of the first guys to receive one, ride it a bit, give some of your feedback, and they will apply it if they feel that it might affect the bike or do any good to the bike. And this friend of mine, Stefan, like I said, he's a very, very good rider, and he received these, I think it was early 2019 he received these already, and he started riding the thing and enjoying it a lot. And in his response, and these are the words he used, he said one of the best bikes he's ever ridden. Now, he's ridden a Cesta Pro, that's the previous Silverback. He's ridden specialized bikes, everything, and he's enjoying this bike like crazy. There was a few things he said, there's a bit of flex on this and that, and they sorted it out and they changed it to the production models. And then there was things on some of the pivots that he had some suggestions on, and that's one of the things that I forgot to tell you guys. On the bike, some of the pivots, they've changed them, they've made it better. Some of them are still metal, that they went to plastic or that ceramic material, and they are doing a sort of a recall on that. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if it's in every country or if it's with every bike, but the two we've got a Stratos AL3 and then we've got the CF1, and both of them are receiving new pivots. So maybe find out from the shop that you bought your bike from, and just maybe you can get some new parts on your bike and a service for free. Anyway, so that's what he did. He was a test pilot for Silverback, he enjoyed it a lot, and he's one of the first guys to have one of these bikes, which is quite a nice story. And the nice thing is he brings his bike to me to service every time, which is very nice. And I mean, we've been through tough times, and for someone to be a loyal customer and client and friend, you don't always get it, and a lot of people are always understanding, and he's just super understanding. And like I said, I'm very grateful and thankful to have a friend like him that brings his bike so far to be serviced. I'm going to move straight into the motivation after I finish my coffee. So let me finish my coffee and then I'll do the motivation. Well guys, the motivation then, I had to stop to do the motivation because I felt a shiver coming in my voice because I was a bit sad, and just to realize and be grateful for the friends that I do have. I think in times like these and what's going on at the moment and all the lockdowns and the chances of new lockdowns and new regulations, which really messes up small businesses, big businesses as well, but it's got a massive impact on a lot of things. I want to encourage you guys, surround yourself with positive friends so that they will encourage you to be positive. But the one thing that I've been trying a lot these days, and it's one thing that I've been failing at a lot, is trying to be positive myself. And usually when you're talking to friends, you just go and be negative immediately almost. And I want to encourage you guys, try to work on yourselves, try to be the positivity and the positive guy in the group. It doesn't matter if you feel positive at that moment. I promise you, if you try to be positive and just talk positive things, it will have a positive influence and impact on your life. It's not the easiest thing, I know, I'm struggling with it a lot as well, but try to be positive. Pray, stay humble, and never say never. Yeah guys, enjoy. I'll see you on the next video, on episode 3 of Vlogmas. Then we start servicing this bike, and I'm quite excited to do this. Yeah, enjoy.